Father's Day to me is every day, but it's just a special moment when we can celebrate our dads and appreciate them for all the things that they have done for us. Hi, I am Amy Jones, and I am a creative writer, and I'm also a published author. My father's name is Wilfred Jones, but he is affectionately known as Mr. Padmo. My dad was born in 1945. So he spent a short period of time in primary school. I think he said the furthest he got was standard 1. So at home we have this magnificent library with an assortment of books, and I remember being in primary school and seeing my dad reading a lot, and he also used to write a lot of poems. And he had this fascination with turning the scripture into in our own language. So when he would do a scripture reading, it would be in our own dialect. And I think he's been extremely influential, me just observing who he is as a person, never really wanting to give up. My dad enjoys reading and solitaire. But the craziest thing that daddy enjoys doing is remote control cars. So every Christmas time, my mother would buy my dad a remote control car. And on Christmas morning, you would be hearing this up and down in the house with his remote. So yeah, that's some stuff that he enjoys. He really liked the remote control. So presently my dad is retired, but he used to be a mechanic. He did that for, to me, the majority of his teen life up to about 50 when he retired. I love that my dad likes to laugh. He could be the life of the party, and he always finds a way to put a smile on your face, sometimes in the worst way possible. But when I think about daddy, I think about humor, I think about lightness, I think about joy, I think about fun. In my capacity as a writer, my father has been extremely influential. My dad's favorite word or phrase would be "sot." Or he don't like that "sot" or something like that. Yes, I think "sot" is his favorite. Whenever he's annoyed, whenever he is angry about something, let's say a fly pass on his food, you always hear him saying that. I think that's his favorite word. So when I was in primary school, I think I was a little bit of a daddy's girl. So my dad, a little after his retirement from being a mechanic, he had a little green bus, and he used to run taxi. So right on the street where the taxis are is that Victoria Street in Grenville? Right on the street there, that used to be on the taxi stand. And people would come to get the taxi, and I used to be the little person opening and closing the door, and I used to go everywhere with him. So that's one. If I had to pick between like the million memories we have, that's one. And the other thing that I would not trade for the world would be going with daddy to pick up nutmeg. We used to go pick up nutmegs on vacation time. So we would go up to Pleasance in the mountains, and he would give me a crocus bag he would take like the cement rope, tie it around 2 nutmegs, and it would drop like a little side bag. So you have it up on your side, or you slash it over you, and then you're just picking up your nutmeg and putting them in. So I actually, just thinking about it now, I could smell the mud and the nutmeg. That's like the best memory. I still love going up to Pleasance to just pick nutmeg with daddy on holiday time. The lessons and values that my dad taught me growing up would be to persevere. If you know where he came from and the life that he had before, just pushing to be where he is now. I think if I were to describe the relationship with my father, I think we have the ideal relationship. It's a good relationship, just like every relationship you would have with a parent. There are times when things are really great, and there are times when you have your own differences. I think we have a really good relationship. I love my dad very dearly. The one thing that I would like to let my dad know is that I absolutely appreciate every single thing that he has done for me, that he has done for the family. My father is a family man, and I think we are who we are because of who he is. So I remember Daddy washing my hair, Daddy plaiting my hair, and I remember Daddy being the one to be present on every PTA meeting. He's always there. So that's something that sticks with me, and I appreciate a lot. I would like to let you know, Daddy, that I absolutely love and I appreciate you for your dedication, for your willingness, the ability to be selfless and putting us before yourself. And if at any time you feel like you have not been appreciated for doing anything that you've done for us, we absolutely love and appreciate you for all that you've done. You know what? If there's one thing that I would change, I think I would want to have the ability to go back in time and take away all the negative experiences he has had that contribute to some of the difficulties that he's had in his life. Because, you know, thinking back to the 1930s and the 1940s, and he was born in 1945, and you know the challenges that were there, the poverty, the lack of education, the having to leave school to work instead, those things. I would definitely want to take all that away from him, so he could have had I won't say a perfect life, but one that was a little more comfortable, so that where he is now in his senior years, there would have been much more beautiful memories to look back on. I think as he gets older, it has just hit a little harder. You know, looking back at all like the good things we used to do, it just hit a little harder because it's like you're faced with the realization that when I was 5, he was younger and he could do horsey and he could do all that. And now it's like, and I see him, he's slower and he's still doing the gardening. He loved that. That's another thing he loves doing too, gardening. But it's like the reality starting to kick in that I'm not sure if I'm going to be 60 and have my dad. I love you and I am so very happy that you're my father. I would not want to have any other person be my dad. Like Amy would not be Amy if she didn't have a Mr. Patmo in her life. Like I would not be who I am for any aspect of my being if you were not there. So I love and I appreciate you, and I hope that as the years go by, we continue to build fond memories together. Happy Father's Day.